Hi everyone, my name is George Frankis. I'm the host of George Frankis YouTube, my channel, and we are in the series of Revelation Made Easy. But you know, I have also videos. I'm a naturopath, and I have videos on health issues also. Many videos that I do to help you out. The things that I know for years, and in my experience as a professional in the area of health. So today we are going to see Revelation Made Easy, chapter 20. What is in the chapter 20 of Revelation is something that to understand you have to study Daniel 7, the judgment, to find what people are in the book of life, and those that are not found in the book of life are going to be judged after the milleniun. And this is explained in Revelation 20. And this happened after the second coming. To understand this, you have to study also Zechariah 14. Because Zechariah 14 is about the second coming. And a time before the second coming, when Jerusalem is going to be, or Yahushua is going to be taken by the New World Order, taken away from the Jewish people, and the New World Order and Catholicism will sit there in this one-world government, and it will be a religious one-world government directed from there. The church controlling the state. We saw this in Revelation 17 and 18, that John is taken into the desert, and in the desert he sees a whore, a woman riding the beast. The beast is the New World Order, the one-world government, being directed by the church in secret. This is nothing new under the sun. The Bible said that. Everything that happened is going to be again. And there is nothing new under the sun. In the past, the church, the Catholic Church, was in the driving seat of this world from the 4th century to the 17th century. And even today. But she does it behind the curtain. Remember, Yahushua was put at the cross by a union of church and state. And this is what's going to happen again. A union of church and state is going to precipitate the one-world government. They are pushing for that one-world government. Now, here in Revelation 20, we see this judgment. Listen to this. Revelation 20. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Now, of course, for the Adventists and other cults out there, they teach that the Satan is going to be let loose on this earth, and they will be going to heaven, and then they will return at the third coming. You know, you cannot prove that in the Bible, because in Zechariah 14, they say you stand on the Mount of Olives, the earth split out, and it's a great plain form, and then the New Jerusalem comes down. Because if you read in Zechariah 14, exactly happened, that is why it's mentioned there, the Feast of Booths. Because before the Feast of Booths come Yom Kippur. And Yom Kippur is a feast when the Creator, the Jubilee, is supposed to begin in Yom Kippur. Every 50 years, every 49 years, the Jubilee always commences on Yom Kippur. You can read it. This is in Leviticus 25:7. So what happened in here? When you study Zechariah 14, you understand that Yahushua has to come in Yom Kippur, and this is at the second coming. At the second coming, and then at the second coming begins the millennium. And we'll see it here. So you have to study the whole chapter, Zechariah 14, and then you can compare, and you will see in Zechariah 14 how the New Jerusalem is there, in the evening, and waters are running out of the city. And that is why a plain is formed, and all the details are studied there. Now, to understand it even better, just study Zechariah 14 and compare to Revelation 21 and 22, and then you have the whole picture. How the New Jerusalem is coming down, and it's going to be placed where the old Jerusalem was. And in Revelation 20, we see this judgment of the people that are not found on the book of life in Daniel 7. And that is why Paul says, don't you know that you will be judging angels? So what angels will be judged here? The wicked ones, those that are the followers of Satan. And I saw, Revelation 20, an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. We're going to study that eventually in the future, the bottomless pit and all this. And why, when the Savior, he tried to free the demoniac, the fallen angels say, don't send us into the pit, we want to go into the herd of pigs. So we will go into details on that story. But meantime, let's now continue verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. During the millennium, in the middle of the earth, that is what is called the bottomless pit, because it's in the middle of the earth, and they're floating for 1,000 years. And cast in unto the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nation no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that he must be loose a little season. Because it's going to be, you'll see something here, why it fits together. The Feast of Booths, and the Feast of Booths is happening here too in Revelation 20. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them. You see, a soul, what is a soul? A soul is the union of the body with the power of living of the Creator. That's what Genesis is. Listen to this. The souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Creator, and we have no worship the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads and in their heads. And they live and reign with Yahushua 1,000 years. That's the reason of the 1,000 years reign is for the judgment of these people. Of course, after that, the judgment, we will continue living with Yahushua forever, enjoying peace and happiness forever. This is the first resurrection, you see. Now live again until, 5 now. But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Now they put a dot here, but it should be continue reading. Remember that these verses and the chapters were made by men. And that's why they confuse so many people. But let's read it as without no dot at all. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that has part in the first resurrection. This is the people that are found in the book of life. But now listen to this. On such the second death has no power, but they shall be priests of the Creator, and Yahushua, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. What is the purpose? And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan will be loose out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is at the sand of the sea. Remember something. Satan wanted the people to have put their hands in the book of life, in the tree of life, so they might live forever in the state of sin. That is why when Adam and Eve sinned, the Creator put a sword around the tree so nobody could get close to it, because Satan wanted to get the hold on that tree and make man live forever in sin, and the Creator did not allow this. So listen to this. He now wants to attack New Jerusalem, because if you look at Zechariah 14, at the second coming, the city is there. And here we see that city and the people are resurrected the 1,000 years. Listen to this, beloved. The Creator is so just and good that he not even resurrect these people and attack them. He wait until they attack his people that are celebrating the feast of booths, because you see, according to Yahushua, we are supposed to live in my Father's house in many mansions. Why Why are they in a campament? Because they are celebrating the Feast of Booths. Let's read it and you'll see. And compare, because these 1,000 years begin in Zechariah 14 and then ends in Revelation 20. You see all the 1,000 years, the purpose of judging these people, and then the ending when Satan is loose, and then the wicked are resurrected, and then they try to take the city because they want the tree of life. They want to live forever. And the Creator is not going to allow, because He made the rules, He made the universe, He made the rules, and those that don't abide by His rule will be destroyed. Simple as that. The Creator allowed these people to live. We'll have in the new kingdom the same thing that we have now. Robbery, killing, cheating, and every abomination. Listen to this. Blessed and holy. 5 again. But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection, and such the second death hath no power. They shall be priests of the Creator and of Yahushua, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. He would be loose out of the, like in Revelation 9. Some demons are let loose from the bottomless pit through a star that falls and makes a hole. And this is going to be let loose. Listen to this. And when the 1,000 years expire, Satan will be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nation which are in the four quarters of the earth. Gog and Magog. Now, some people say that Gog and Magog are Russia and all this stuff. Here contradicts that interpretation. Gog and Magog means that all the wicked of the earth. That's what it means here. Let's read it again. So when somebody gives you an interpretation, the evangelicals, like they say Ezekiel 40, 49, that the Russians are going to attack Israel and all this stuff, and the God and Magog is Russia, don't believe that. Listen to this. Listen, it's here. And he shall go out to deceive the nations, and shall go out to deceive the nation. This is Satan, which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is at the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints. Why the camp of the saints? Because they are keeping the feet of booths. You see, the milleniun started in Zechariah 14, these people keeping the feet of booths. And now, or they call them the Feast of Tabernacles. And now they are keeping again the Feast of Tabernacle. And the millennium ends in the same feast. Listen to this. That's what it says. They went up on the breast of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. You see, we are going to live in the beloved city. Yahushua said, in my Father's house are many mansions. And even the Psalms say that the Creator is going to take us to a wide and ample place. And they went unto the breast of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints, keeping the Feast of Tabernacles, or the Feast of Booths, about. See, I'm adding this. And compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city. And fire came down from the Creator out of heaven and devoured them. Devoured. You see, even Ezekiel 28 said that the devil is going to become ashes. See, for people that say that the devil is going to be in hell burning forever, they better read Ezekiel 28. The Creator says he's going to bring a fire from the midst of Satan, and he will be no more. And in Malachi 4, the Creator said the wicked is going to be ashes. He's going to burn them. There's not going to be no more memory. So you have to study the lake of fire in the prophecies to understand what is the lake of fire. When he said that it's burning forever, of course, because that lake of fire is the wrath of the Creator to the wicked and his final judgment. But Ezekiel 28, the devil is going to be ashes, And Malachi 4, the wicked is going to be ashes. The Creator is not going to burn people forever. An example, a person that lived 70 years of sin, now he's going to burn them forever. You know, it's not just, it's not right. The punishment don't fit a just Creator. Listen to this. And that's, you know, some of the theologies of the evangelicals and, and others like Harold Camping. And they went on the breast of the earth and compassed the camp of the saint. They were keeping the feast here, the Feast of Tabernacle. And camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from the Creator out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire. Now, why we see now in verse 10. In verse 10 it comes now, the Creator is going to explain in detail what happened before he devoured them. The same thing we see in Genesis 1, Genesis 2. In Genesis 1, the creation is finished. But if you read chapter 2, if you believe the same that here, that after the Creator is burned people and disappeared them and devoured them, that they're going to live again, then in Genesis 1, you got to see, Genesis 1 is the creation, Genesis 2 are the details of that creation. The more important that had to do with the creation of man are details, the enhancement. And here in Revelation 20, from verse 10 on, are the enhancement, the details, so we might understand why they were devoured and the Creator made them ashes. So let's read it. Here comes the details. And the devil, you see, 9 again, and they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city, and fire came down from the Creator and devoured them. What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? They were fire of the Creator. He's a consuming fire. He's going to consume it and there will be no more. But now explains. Now comes the explanation. Why they don't put another chapter here? You see, they could put another chapter here to make it explain, but they don't want to do it because don't fit what they believe. But this is what the Bible said. Listen to this. 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Tormented what? It's going to be no more. The smoke, they're going to be destroyed. Listen to this. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great. Now you see, it's coming back. These are the details of this Revelation 20 from 1 to 9. And I saw the dead. 11. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heavens fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Creator, and the books were opened. These books are happening during the millennium. But when they attack the city, the millennium is finished, and the Creator is going to send fire like it did to Sodom and Gomorrah, and there will be no more. As he promised in Ezekiel 28, he will bring the fire from the midst of him, and he will be no more. And he promised in Malachi 2 that there will be ashes under the sole of your feet. Listen to this. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Creator, and the books were opened. And another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead. You see? This is happening before this devil gathered all the people to gather the New Jerusalem and the camp of the saints, and the Creator sent fire and devoured them. Now we see in the detail why they were burned, because even the Creator allowed them to live, and Satan got all the wicked together to attack the beloved city. But this happened because they were found, and the sea gave up the dead. No, 12 again. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Creator, and the books were opened. And another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it. And death and hell deliver up the dead, which were in them. And they would judge every man according to their works. You see, you can understand now that from verse 1 to 9, explain the judgment, the opening of the book. And 9, they tried to take over the city of Jerusalem, the New Jerusalem, the devil and all the wicked, and they created, destroyed them. Listen to this. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. The lake of fire is the second death. It's right here. Read it for yourself. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. What is the lake of fire? Let's come back to verse 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved seated, and fire came down from the Creator out of heaven and devoured them. The same thing that happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, and happened to the sons of Aaron when they went in with alcohol, drinking alcohol. They went into the temple, and the fire of the Creator came down and destroyed them. They were brought to ashes. But the ashes, what was left from their bodies, was pulled by the priestly clothes out of the place. And I want you to study that, and you will see this. Thank you for watching our series, and we are left now with, we will continue with Revelation 21 and 22, and we will compare this with Zechariah 14, because this chapter, they have so much information that you have to go back again and take some information and put it together to understand what will happen at the second coming. I'm open for discussion, for debate, but I do not accept the word of, the opinions of men, or, so-and-so say this and so-and-so. I only accept the Bible and the Bible only. Thank you for watching our show. Maranatha.